Hello, everyone. How are you? It is already Thursday. This is Barbara Littles. I'm here with my friend Debbie Markland.
And it's so good to be here, Barbara, with you again today.
You too. We are making a habit of this, Debbie.
I know.
You know how people say we have to stop meeting this way, but we need to keep meeting this way. Listen, if you're coming in to the stream, please type in the comments. Let me know and let us know that you're here. We're not going to be here long today because I believe that you can say what you need to say in a short period of time. But Debbie and I were having a conversation, and we just decided, Debbie, right, to invite our friends in on the conversation. And so you all come in. Hi, Ronaldo. It's good to see you. Good afternoon. So if you're coming in, type your name in the chat. Let us know that you're here. We'll wait a few minutes for people to come in. I don't know about you, Debbie, but it's a rainy day in West Virginia.
Oh, it's really sunny here. It is scorching hot outside.
Well, you're in Florida, right?
That's right.
Yeah, don't rub it in. Don't rub it in, Debbie.
Yeah, it's sunny. But you know what? In the afternoon, it normally does rain in the afternoon. So we will join you in the wetness.
in the wetness of it all. In the wetness of it all. So, Ronaldo, how are you doing today? Guys, come on in. We'll wait a few minutes because I really want to, have this conversation, and it's just a good day to have great conversations. Debbie, I was talking to you. We were talking, and today's episode is really called "The Beautiful Shades of You."
Yes,
the beautiful shades of you. And when I think about that, I think about the fact that we are one race.
We are human. And, when you think about the fact that we are one race, we are the human race, some may get offended by that, but truly we are, although there are different shades of you.
Absolutely.
Right? So as we look at each other, as we look at our cultures, our ethnicity, our race, it's a melting pot of different shades. And that is one of the things that I think is at the heart of everything that's going on in our society today, Barbara, is that there is an unwillingness to accept the different shades of you.
Wow. And the beautiful thing about that, Debbie, is when we do accept that, or even open to the possibility of learning more about that, we see other people differently.
We do. And we are different. There are differences among us. We are not all the same. And that is a good thing. That is a really good thing. Because, oh my goodness, I would hate the fact that if everybody was just like me. Imagine everyone liking the same things that I like, doing the same things that I do. That would become really boring after a while. I mean, after a very short while.
Well, you think about it, Debbie, even in reference to our spouses, we usually choose a spouse that's opposite of us. I know my husband is.
Right.
So we have differences, but I think at heart that most of us want the same things out of life.
We do. We all want the opportunity to thrive, the opportunity to prosper in life. We want our families to be healthy and to have everything that is available for them to succeed in life. We all want that. And so when we look at the different shades that we bring to the table, I think one of the things that's going to make the difference for all of us is to, first of all, embrace the fact that we are different and learn, and actually even have that heart to want to learn what those differences are so that we can understand one another. There's a saying, we are afraid of what we do not know. We are afraid of what we do not understand. And so when we do not understand each other, when we do not understand what the makeup of the different shades that we all bring to the table, then there is that innate fear that's inside of us. And that causes us to do several things, right? We can either fight or flight. And
Absolutely.
and some that fighting turns into us going against each other.
I
And
see my friend Esther from Malaysia. Hi,
yeah, there she
love
is.
you today. I'm so glad that you're with us. Esther is a beautiful shade of us. She really is. She's a beautiful shade of us. And Debbie, I think that when we couple that with women coming together, it is just so powerful. Hello, Esther. It is so powerful. I love her. Debbie, the more I get to experience and see other cultures and ethnicities and where people live, I've realized how much we have in common, our values and things that we grew up with. And it's wonderful. Hi, Stacy. How are you? It's good to see you. And so
you joining us here today. This is really great.
Yeah, great to see you. And so as you all come in, thank you for saying hello. If you're on, say hello so that we know that you're here. We can recognize you. As we are talking about, I miss you too, Esther, as we are talking about this beautiful shades of you. And so, Debbie, you've lived this out in your own life, though. Oh, I mean, you're not just talking about it. You're being, some people talk about it. Debbie's being about it.
Let me tell you, I have experienced so many different things. Barbara, I'm an adoptive mom, right? Mm-hmm. And my oldest daughter is not the same shade as me. She is a different shade. And when people see us together, I mean, I remember even in the very beginning, everyone thought that I was the nanny or the help or whatever you want to call it, that I was not her mother. Mm-hmm. And, you experience things like that, not just from strangers or people who don't know you, but even from people who know you, people that you're not expecting, these really weird and quirky comments from. And one of the things that we don't realize is how powerful our words are.
Wow. Yes, they are, Debbie.
And as women, it is really up to us to choose wisely the words that we use with one another, because they can build us up, they can tear us down. I mean, it's, the Bible tells us that death and life is in the power of the tongue. I mean, when you think about how God created all of us with our different shades, he did it through words. He spoke into existence. And it is up to us to use our words to inspire one another, to appreciate the different shades that we bring to the table, because those shades is what make everything so beautiful. It will be crazy if it was just all the same shade. It will be just one. I think of
one big blur
there, Barbara. Look at your wall behind you, right? That's just one. That's
it.
I mean, and look at my bookshelf behind me. You see all the different colors that are in there. You see black, you see white, you see yellow, there's red there, right? There's brown, there's all of this that makes it so beautiful.
It's absolutely beautiful, Debbie. But the other part of this is when I think of the beautiful shades of you, I think also about our experiences. Yeah. Not just about color or ethnicity. I think about our experiences in life and how we have all had different experiences.
Yeah.
That have marked us in some way. Hi, Gwendolyn. Nice to see you. So talk to us about our experiences, because I believe that that's a part of the beautiful shades of who we are. And sometimes we try to hide the pain that's been in our life. We try to hide mistakes that we've made, but all of those things make up the beautiful shades of who we are. Talk about that.
And it's so important that we understand that our experiences, they are unique to us, because even if, Barbara, if you and I went through a divorce, God forbid, because that's not happening, because I'm married to my forever husband and so are you. But if that were to happen, while we would have experienced divorce, your divorce and my divorce will impact me in a different way. It will be a totally different experience for me than it is for you. It would be the same thing, you know, in our careers. Everything that we experience is unique to us. It is different, but it is what makes us who we are or who we choose to be, right? If we choose to use the different experiences that we have to help each other, to lift one another up, to inspire one another, to empower one another, that's what this is all about. So everything that we've gone through in our lives, the good and the bad, we can use it to help one another. And especially if we've gone through times of woundedness, that will help us to have more empathy for that next woman. Absolutely. Right? As they're going through something, so that we can help to speak life into them so that they can overcome what it is that they're going through. So absolutely. Again, all the different shades of experiences that we go through is what allows us to be so beautiful. You know, we're so beautiful and so powerful. We actually are more powerful than we know. And I think the question is, you know, for you out there, do you really believe that you are more powerful than you have led yourself to believe up until now?
I love that, Debbie. Up until now, ladies, up until now, because we do have, you mentioned something that I think is critical, that we do have the power of choice.
Yes.
And we are able to choose. You know, there are things in our lives that have happened to us. They're not our fault, but we now take 100% responsibility for our lives. And if we can unpack those things and learn about ourselves, our resiliency, you don't become resilient until you have something to become resilient from.
Yeah.
You really don't tap into your power until you're in a position of weakness or what appears to be weakness, and you have to tap into that power. And so every experience and everything that happens comes to draw out of us what that superpower, what that thing in us that makes us uniquely beautiful. Ladies, I want you to write in the comments, what is it that makes you uniquely your shade, your experience? What is it that makes you, what's your superpower in life? You know, I know, Esther I don't know what Esther would say her superpower is, but I can tell by talking to her that Esther's superpower I consider to be the gathering. Esther has this, she has this charisma to gather people and to be able to move people in the same direction. So what do you ladies believe is your superpower, and that thing that makes you uniquely different? And, you know, Debbie, for a lot of us, it may take us a while in our life to be able to come to the conclusion of what that is.
That is true. And it is a process, Barbara. It is not something that, you know, overnight it just snaps into your brain and this is it. It's a process. And as you continue to evolve and transform into really being a conscious person and understanding and becoming aware of who you are, it then allows you to recognize what your superpower is. And once you recognize that allows you to unleash it, because you really don't want to keep that to yourself. Because if it is a superpower, it's not something that you're just going to keep to yourself.
Absolutely.
It's something that you're going to use to be a contribution to this world.
Absolutely. So Esther said her power, the power to connect. And that I can say, having spoken to Esther and to see the fruit of what she's doing and has done, you absolutely know that it's her power to connect.
Yeah.
And so, and when you think about connection, Debbie, because that's a great one. I love the power to connect is so powerful.
It is.
There's so many things that flow from this. But you have something coming up this weekend where you are connecting people and you're connecting women. Tell us about this connection, of this power of connection.
Yeah. So this weekend on my big birthday, Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern time, we are having the Dare to Be You Women's Conference. And it's an empowering women's conference. And it's a time where women are going to be from all over the world. We've got people coming from the Bahamas, from Africa, from Nicaragua,
Barbados.
from Barbados. I've got people from England that's going to be coming on, from Puerto Rico. So just a lot of women from all over coming together in a shared, I love the word connecting, time, so that we can learn from each other, experience one another's experiences. We're going to be able to hear each other's stories and be empowered and uplifted by seeing women who are leading and also aligning their purpose with their leadership. And that's one of the things I think sometimes, Barbara, it can be challenging for us as women, is to be able to truly align our superpower with our God-given purpose, right? Mm-hmm. And understanding what those are. And so being able to be with these women and connecting with them. And Barbara, you're going to be one of the women that's going to be there speaking, right? And power into the group that's going to be there on Saturday. I'm so excited. We're also going to have Bridget Krause will be there as well. We'll have Ann Deem, Dr. Shamika North, Robin Clancy, Xiomara Napoleon. We'll also have Anishka Johnson. So it's going to be an amazing time. And I didn't mention this, Barbara, but my little niece will be there. My little niece will be there. My Demi Markland and my Michaela Markland will be there. It's a great thing when, as women, we are here to bring up the next generation of leaders, of women leaders around us. And it starts in our home. So I'm going to be so excited to see my little niece there, just being there with all these powerful women and experiencing all of this as well. So I invite you to, get a gathering in your home. I know that we're social distancing, but if there are women in your home that you've been quarantined with all this time, gather together and have a retreat. Let this be a retreat on this Saturday with them. Does not sound like a plan, Barbara? I mean,
it sounds like a plan. I would not have missed it. I'm coming, and I know the beauty of these women is that even if as you hear their names, you hear different ethnicities and you hear, perhaps different experiences. And so I'm just really thrilled and honored to be with you this weekend. If I wasn't speaking into the women as one of the people speaking, I would still be there, because I'm a believer, Debbie, in the lifter of other women.
Yes.
And I believe that we have such power as women. I was telling someone the story. I said, I've grown up really in male-dominated professions all my life. So for me to be in this place now where I just absolutely love seeing women emerge and activate and find their purpose. And sometimes it's hard for us women because we do so many things.
Yeah.
So we identify themselves. When someone says, well, who are you? You say, oh, well, I'm a lawyer. I'm a wife. No, who are you? Those are roles that you have and they play a part of your life. But really, who are you? And I think there's no better time, Debbie, to find that purpose than now. So tell people how they can actually tap in to this knowledge and tap into the power of what's happening this weekend.
Yeah, so definitely you can register. The URL is there at Eventbrite. So it's on Eventbrite. You can go directly there to Dare to Be You is the name of the conference. And it's a tiny URL /Dare to Be You. You can also find it on my Facebook page, Debbie Markland. The link is there as well. The good thing is, Barbara, we didn't mention this earlier, but the impetus behind all of this is obviously I love to empower women. And I just really believe that everything that I've gone through in life is to help me to make the difference in other people's lives with my story. And one part of my story is that I have a child with special needs. And there's this organization that's been in our lives ever since my daughter came home from the hospital. And so we're raising funds also. So your contribution, your ticket purchase will go towards, getting a good contribution over to Central Florida Dreamplex, which is a nonprofit organization for people with special needs and their families.
Wow.
So it's really, when it comes time to birthdays, especially being my big birthday, I don't need any gifts. I really don't. I mean, I think for me, my gift, the greatest gift for me would be being able to impact, even if it's just one woman. Because I know that if I impact one woman, the impact is multiplied in such a magnitude. That one woman then will impact her children if she has any. If she doesn't, it will impact her siblings. If she doesn't, it will impact her girlfriends. If she's married, it will impact her husband. It will impact everyone around her, because that is the common superpower that we all have as women. And that is to influence in a mighty way.
Absolutely. As Esther said, being able to impact and to innovate, to initiate, to implement, to integrate, to influence, to empower, as Ronaldo says. And
yes,
I have a question from a friend of mine. It's so good to see you on. She said, what questions to ask yourself to find your purpose, as opposed to the roles and positions you may transition to, or things you may do or be good at? So the difference between, Debbie, that understanding what your purpose is, and as opposed to things that you just may really be good at, or roles that you may hold as a mother, as a wife, as a sister. What do you think about that? Because I know your thing is purpose too. You're like me, you're in the purpose realm. So
absolutely. And, that's a very good question, Monica. I think that when we think about finding our purpose, it really is something that God put there before we were born. We each came into this world with a God-given purpose. A lot of times we try to run from it. I think of Jonah, who tried to run from his purpose.
He tried to run.
I don't want to go there, right? He's trying to run from it, but there was no running from it at all. Sometimes we have to be in the belly of a big fish for a long time before we can truly understand what our purpose is. So it isn't what you do. It's not being a lawyer, doctor, a CEO, a senior vice president, a mom. It's not being a wife. I mean, those are roles and hats that we play, and we all have different roles and hats that we're playing in life. Our purpose is something that's inside of us. It's like if you don't do it, it will gnaw at you for the rest of your life. And a lot of it has to do with, even, again, going back to what Barbara said earlier, the experiences that we've had in our lives. Sometimes we think that, wow, why did that happen? That shouldn't have happened. Well, guess what? If it happened, then it should have happened. That sounds, and I want you to hear me, because some people get really offended, Barbara, when I say things like that. Anything that has happened in your life should have happened. Now, were they good? Maybe not. Some of them may not have been good. But the thing here is that you cannot undo any of those things. So accepting all of that which has happened and listening to the inner core of you, the God in you, the thing that hurt you, the things that when you cry for something, when the things that make you laugh, or you think of all those things. Those are the things that you can you have to obviously go in. There's a whole process, Barbara, that that I go through in my Dare to Be You coaching program to help people to identify their purpose, because it is it's not a snap your finger and there it is. It is really identifying, okay, what have been my experiences? What are the things that that I cry at? The things in this world that really is heavy on my heart. And if I shut up, if I say nothing, it's almost as if I'm going to throw up, right? You get so nauseous about it. And your purpose is deep. It's within you. It was created in you even before you took your first breath.
Absolutely.
And I mean, and that's like, you know, just the top of the waves explanation for that, Barbara. I know
Yes.
that both purpose people.
Absolutely.
Life is meaningless without purpose. It really is.
Well, it is. And so, you know, when we think about that, Debbie, like you said, it's a journey. And it's allowing ourselves to experience life.
Yes.
To experience people who are not like us. To experience people who, for whatever reason, not hurting us, but make us feel uncomfortable. And understanding when we embrace all of our life, all, like you said, whether it's been good or bad. And to hear Debbie say this now, we're not going to tell it today, but Debbie's going to be speaking on Saturday. I mean, it's her conference, so she's going to speak on Saturday. But the power of her story. So, you know, when you said, Debbie, I know some people hear that and they're offended. When you hear her story, you will understand the power of her ability to say that. You understand the power of her ability to say that, because there are things that weren't your fault, that you know you're saying why. But if you spend, the reason why, Debbie, it's a trap, is if you spend your life asking why did that happen, how did that happen, if you spend your life there, you'll never answer the call to your purpose. It's a total distraction.
It absolutely is.
To answering the call to your purpose. So, guys, I want you to go on. I'm going to put the banner up again. Oh, I love you. Monica, I know, I love your tears, and I know you need to tap into this today. So, I thank Debbie for coming on and talking about the conference. Monica, I want you to be there. You know, talk to hubby. I want you to be there on Saturday because it's a. I told Debbie this. I said, Debbie, I was looking at her lineup, okay, and what she has planned. Woo. And I said, this is like a gathering of eagles. She said, what? I said, Debbie, this is a gathering of eagles. And let me tell you something. There is even a process that eagles go through to get restored and renewed.
Yes.
Okay. And so you all, no matter where you are, you might be on the high in your life right now. You may know your purpose, walking in your purpose. There's always another dimension. There's always another dimension. And I love, Debbie, your theme of Dare to Be You, because you never know. It's virtually, Monica. So it is going to be just like we're on now. It's going to be on Zoom. And so you register. I'm going to put the banner up, or you can look right beneath my, if you look underneath on my page, Monica, you will see the link. The link will be there. You'll see the logo, Dare to Be You, and then you'll see the link. If you click on that link, that's the easiest way to do it. And then you can go ahead and register there. But It is $25. It's a very small investment for us to get to that next place. Sometimes, Debbie, it's not the 10 things that we learn in a place. It's that one thing that speaks to us in a moment in time that allows us to go to that next place.
Absolutely. And that's all you need, is that one thing where the light bulb goes on, where the scales fall from your eyes and you say, wow, that's it. That's it.
So, Debbie, I'm going to let you have last words today. Everyone, I definitely want to see you on Saturday. And I want to say this before Debbie has last words. As women, a lot of times it's very difficult for us to invest in ourselves.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're not asking you to invest like $75 like, you do that pair of shoes. Okay. To McDonald's for $25. Okay. But now we're asking you to invest in the most important thing in your life, which is your spirit and who you are. So as Debbie is inviting you, I'm inviting you to dare to be you.
Oh my goodness. So,
Dare to be you.
I think about success because I think that's what's selling nowadays is success, right? Nobody is really trying to think about significance. But when I think about success, and my definition of success includes significance, there is no success without significance, because you can have all the money in the world, you can have all the things in the world, you can have a closet full of shoes, right, Barbara? We know that we both love shoes. And you will still be empty and still not be about your purpose. Yeah. So true success isn't one-dimensional like most people think. Success is it's a multi-dimensional experience, and it requires you. It requires you to unlock that which God has hidden inside of you. And he didn't hide it there so you couldn't find it. No, it's hidden inside of you because that's the place where it needs to be in order for it to come out. And I just think that each woman that will be attending on Saturday, that they are seekers, and they're not just seeking to find their own uniqueness, but they're seeking to find it so that they can make the difference in the world. Like I love to say, you know, I'm put on this earth to make the difference. And so I am leaving a mark on this land where I am. And you can
Debbie Markland. That's her name, in case y'all didn't catch that. She's leaving a mark on the land. Debbie Markland. Okay.
Right.
So her name, you know, your name has significance. And
it does.
So Debbie, I'm looking forward to Saturday. You know, these are places where I've met new people. And guys, you need to up-level your circle of people. So when you come on Saturday, you're going to meet new women and women you haven't experienced, and we're going to connect, and we're going to go on this journey, and we're going to help you to dare to be you. Debbie, thank you today.
Thank you, Barbara. I'm so grateful to be on this journey with you. I'm grateful to be in existence at the same time with you. I am just grateful for the mentor that you are and the lifter that you are. It is it's truly an honor. Thank you.
Thank you. So guys, we will see you on Saturday. Come on a little early, right, Debbie? Because it's
yes, 9:45. Try to get it. I see Monica said that she's not very familiar with Zoom, but it's really easy. So because
just connect with me, Monica.
Yeah, just text me, girl. On early. Click on early.
Text me. I'll get you on. I'll get you on. Anybody need help? I'll get you on. Look, you know, it's a new experience. New experiences are good. Debbie's gonna, because what happens is when you register, you'll get a link, and really all you need to do is download Zoom and click on, and girl, you'll be in. But I will help you do that because it's important for us to be there and to support one another, but to also find out what it is for that day that we were supposed to get uniquely for ourselves. Yeah. So Debbie, I thank you. I want you to get some rest so that you are ready for Saturday. We are so excited.
I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be my best birthday yet.
Yes, it is. It's going to be your birthday yet. So bye, everybody. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you coming on.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. And tell someone else about it. Make sure you share it. Okay? All right. Bye-bye.